Hey everyone, welcome to another video. So, as I said, I'm going to be building the BX series droid Commandos today. So, let's get into it. So, the way I'll do this is I'll just build a singular droid commando. I'll be building the unit leader, and I'll build that on camera, and then I'll build the rest off the camera. I'll do a time lapse of it, and then I will be painting them up. Depending on time, that might be the next video. So, for the droid commando unit leader, we'll need a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Easily enough. A 1. Don't know things like this, then you can't put them all together. It's just quality of life thing, but so there's 1, 4, 3, 2. No, that can't be right. 2. I'll just cut them as I go. Hopefully there's none on that sheet over there. So, A1. So, and blue tack. I will be just assembling this, just dry fitting it really, just so that I can have a feel of what it will be and I can figure out my paint scheme. And I'm going to be going for, hey, so that scene from Commandos, if you guys have watched that, where they infiltrate the base. I want to say Escape Online, but I could be wrong, probably the BX puts on the helmet and he copies the Commandos and the brain from the back. Anyway, it's me nerding out over Star Wars. So pretty much with the method, like I said earlier, is you paint it all black, then you dry brush it white, and then you use contrast paint or a watered down paint to paint over it, and it just does the highlights for you. Anyway, following that, which you can barely see on camera, but following that, looks like all I'm going to need is a grey, a brown. I'll probably use a white with a hint of shine in it, so maybe a really light version of this. It's a bit shiny. And yeah, I'll highlight a bit with red as well, highlight a bit with gold. Yeah, I'll start with that base layer of black first. I'll be using Abaddon Black, which is my go-to these days. And I'll be using, sorry, there's a bit of a shake. Corax White. For the brown, I'll be using Rhinoxide. Oh, that is the gold will be a, where's that? Liberator Gold. I might use some of the Auric Armor Gold to highlight. I'll see how that is. I'll use some Older Flesh for some of the highlights as well. And then as the grays, I'll use Dawnstone. That's pretty similar there. Can't go wrong with Mountain Oil, that's like liquid skill. And also mechanized standard will be used for the darker bits and shadows. And yeah, as I said, I'll be using some of the Ring Fang Steel to get some shine on it. Sweet. Let's get the black done. With a base coat, I like to just get a thick amount on, and then as it's drying, I'll wipe it off. So it just fills in the crevices quite well. And I don't spend too much time, as you'll see. I just get it and I just... I didn't dry my brush properly, so it's really watered down. That's why it won't be sticking. I'll have to do a layer or two, depending on how well this goes. This coat, I like to just get a thick amount on, and then as it's drying, I'll wipe it off. So it just fills in the crevices quite well. And I don't spend too much time, as you'll see. I just get it and I just... Now, I believe I did say earlier that I was gonna try a camo on these guys. I've just been thinking again about that. I know in the future, not necessarily like close future, I've got to finish up my list, I've got to finish up my empire. Some of you guys may not know that I do have an empire list. That was the first army I started with. But yeah, I've got to finish them up, and I definitely will be getting another set of BXs, because they're just like too cool to not get kind of thing. At least in the meantime, I will be just doing like the paint that you see on the generic BX. I'll do a bit of variance for the Commander, probably around the eyes, might give it more detail. I'll see what I'm feeling, but I don't want to try and go too over the top that it looks bad. Sometimes keeping a very simple and uniform army is the best way to go, I found. Hopefully that's made it a bit easier to see. Yeah, completely dry. Now dry brush it with white. Look at that. I will be using a thicker brush. I'm not going to make the same mistake. I will dry this one out. So getting a little bit of white and rubbing it until it's nearly all off. It's about now. Just doing this. And that's how you dry brush, in case you didn't know, in case you're new here. It looks like some of the black wasn't dry, so it's a bit of an issue, but yeah, I can work around it. That is my bad for being impatient, I guess. Not my lesson. Just gonna have to dry brush some more. Okay, so that already looks really nice, I reckon. I'll see if the camera will focus. You can see each individual group really easily now. So next, what I'll do is water down some of the Dawnstone Grey. Hopefully, by watering it down, I can just easily apply it over without removing the dry brushing too much. Skip a little bit. There's still some residual dirt from one of the last videos. And I will just do that. Up my brush. And then do that. Clean that really well. And I will get a little bit of non oil. Which I'll do the gold first. It's more of copper, so I might mix these two together, I guess. Maybe a little bit of brown. I'll see how it looks. And I just gotta hopefully not get it on. Oh, that's not ideal. Just gotta hopefully not get it on the rest of the legs, because that would ruin the whole thing, and I'd have to restart with that. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that colour, that's pretty similar. But yeah, I will be highlighting a bit more with gold. I'm sorry this won't be very good camera work. I need to work. Make sure I don't miss. Considering the back of the droids isn't shown on this, kind of leaning to make that gold bronzy. I think that'd be a nice contrast. Yeah, that's pretty nice. And now, especially for this droid, the Viper blade will go over that one anyway. This goes over the majority of it. And I will just put some up here as well. So yeah, that's it for the torso. My next one called there actually. But yeah, that's it for the lower portion of this droid. Quite happy how that's going on. believe last time I was painting, I just finished up the torso, and I was about to move on to doing the head. Now, seeing how small the head is, I think it would be smartest if I use like a glue nozzle or something to hold the head on while I paint it. That might work if I blue tack it. It is really difficult when doing heads of that tiny of a scale, when you've got to do such fine, intricate details. Doesn't make this impossible though. Yeah, sweet, that should work perfectly. So once again, I've done the black base, and I will be doing a white dry brushing, followed by the colours that I need. Using a contrast layer of it, so just a watered down version, and then lighting and shadows of course. Getting most of the white off, and dry brushing, that might be too thick. Oh well, nice room. If you guys have made it this far into the video, I want to know how your days are going. Personally, I just started my first job at a certain pizza place. Not sure if I'm meant to be saying that. Yeah, my first shift as a worker was pretty good. And I'd just love to say, I can't think of the name, but I will overlay it. Hopefully in post, hopefully recording me remembers. That I received a lovely comment just saying good luck with my move, I believe it was, and just these little things make my day. It's really good to see just that community interaction. So if you are watching and thinking maybe you should drop a comment, yeah, you never know where it might get. Hopefully I'll do it in post and shout you out. Thanks a lot. And what I was thinking is doing maybe gold lines coming under the eyes. I think that might look quite cool. So, and I'll just let that dry. Shouldn't take long. So, I'm going to try and get that bronze colour again. And I'll just be mixing some Liberated Gold and Rhinoxide Brown. That was the aim. Now, trying to get the brush head really fine. We'll add it on the mouth. Sweet. And the ears. I'm calling them ears, they're probably not ears. They're droids after all, they don't need ears. And then I'll just do a single line under the eyes as well. Something like that. So for the arm, I will start. Oh, I didn't clean up this sprue very well. Oh no, that's just blue tack. We're chill. Yep. Same process. Start by dry brushing white, doing grey, and so on, and then yeah, doing colours I need. Alright. So, coming back, you can see I've just done the white dry brushing. I thought I'd let you guys know, if you haven't got this yet, be really careful, because I discovered this bends really easily and I nearly just broke off the electrobinos, which would not have been ideal. Probably wouldn't have been able to run it. But yeah, that's just a note if you haven't got it yet. Look out for that. But probably just poor user error on my part, honestly. Anyway, going to Dawnstone. I'll be using just straight Dawnstone this time. because I want the arms to be lighter than the body, and the head, just don't want it to be almost lighter parts for less vital. You'll see, I think it'll look good. This is going to be quite a challenge because there's tiny little wrist joints which I want to try and capture with the gold. No, we'll just be doing straight gold because I want this to shine out. I just wanted the torso and stuff to be kind of more dull. Yeah, I really want to capture that. And for the electro binos, I think I'm just going to go for a dark grey because I want it to fit in, but also not like fit in too much. If that makes sense. Yeah, so you guys can run that. Sweet. So, coming back to it, I just completed the arm component, which I'm really happy with how that's looking. I've just got to do the electro button, but what I'd like to add that upon discussion with me and my co-partner, the stranger, we're open to commissions. So what that means is, if you guys like our artwork, so you might really like his Republic, or you might really like my Separatist and Empire if the Empire video is out before I release this. You can pay us base price of the model or models. For example, if you wanted these under commission, you'd pay us, I believe these cost me, I think $50 AUD. So you pay $50 AUD plus work per hour, how much we think our cost is worth each hour, and bulk discount. For example, it might be, if you want all these models done, it might cost you $75 if it took me 3 hours. That's just an example, but it would be negotiated and stuff. But yeah, if you do want that, check out our Insta, chuck us a DM, or email us, which is linked in our Insta and will be linked in the bio. What I've done is painted the electro binos. I'm assuming that's what they are. If they're not, please correct me in the comments. And I was just considering doing a highlight strip there. So, and that is it for the arm. I've only got the other arm, which also includes the gun and the sword to go. Almost there. Yeah, you guys get the idea of how to do this. Probably won't include this in the final, but yeah. Dry brushing white, hitting with Dawnstone. So all I got left to do is the vibro sword, which sits on his back, and for that I will paint the blade purple, or close to a purple, probably a silver purple, and just the handle mechanicus. And we're going for that like simple color type. Red that might not know, it's already orangey. Oh man. And that's it. All I've got to do now is base the model, which I'll do off camera. If you want to see how to base something, check out the video, which will be linked above there. And yeah. Yeah, I'll show you some glamour shots when I finish the base. So, that is it for today's video. As promised, here is some glamour shots.